board, we have two numbers with a question mark separating them. I want you to take a look at these two numbers and see if you notice any difference. They look almost identical, right? Just a tiny dot in a slightly different place. So in this first number, the tiny dot is at the middle of both numbers, and in the second number, the tiny dot is at the bottom of these numbers. So these tiny dots make a huge difference in what these numbers mean, and confusing them can lead to big mistakes in maths. So in this video, we're going to clear up this common confusion step by step, so you will never mix up these numbers again. Okay, so we're going to start with when the tiny dot is placed at the middle of both numbers. So we have it as 2.3. So this dot here that is at the middle of these two numbers is also the multiplication symbol. So what this means here is saying 2 times 3, and 2 times 3 is equal to 6. So it's like saying you have two groups of 3. So we have 1, 2, another group, another group. So when you add up, you have 6. And then again, you ask, why is it that we use the dot instead of the multiplication sign? It is because x is sometimes used as a variable representing an unknown number. So to avoid confusion, mathematicians started using dots or the bracket for multiplication. So sometimes you will come across multiplication as 2.3 or 2 bracket 3. So this here means 2 times 3. This is also 2 times 3. And when you have the symbol, it also means 2 times 3. So they all mean the same thing. Now let's move over to when the tiny dot is at the bottom of the numbers. If you have followed me up to this point in this video, it shows you are enjoying the lesson, and I sincerely appreciate you for that. But if you are yet to subscribe, kindly support me by subscribing to my channel. Put on your post notification so that when next I post a video, you would be the first to see it. Thank you. So this dot that is placed at the bottom of both numbers is not a multiplication sign, but a decimal point. This point here completely changes the meaning. So when it is here, it's multiplication, but when it's at the bottom, it is a decimal point. So what this is telling you is you have 2 whole units and 3/10 of another unit. Okay, so let's imagine that you have 2 whole pizza. Let's use the circle to represent the 2 whole pizza, and then the 3/10 is the third pizza now, but you have just 3 slices remaining. So if these are third pizza and you have 1 slice, 2 slices, 3 slices. So what this means is you have 2 whole pizza and 3/10 of another pizza. So you can write it in this form: 2 whole number 3/10, or 2 plus 0.3. So 2 whole number 3/10, if you convert to decimal, you have 2.3. If you add up, you have 2.3. So the essence of this video is to avoid confusing how to write multiplication and a decimal point, because the tiny dot placed in different position completely changes the meaning of the numbers. So one is telling you to combine groups, and the other is telling you of how much of a whole you have. So I hope this helps you to understand the huge difference a tiny dot can make. If you have any more math mysteries, kindly drop them in the comments, and please do not forget to hit that like button, subscribe to Math Easy, and I will see you next time. Bye.